Hi everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all well. So I've got a bit of a haul video for you. I did last week while I was running around everywhere. I needed a treat, so I ducked into the Address secondhand store to see what they had. So I did manage to find a few treasures. So we'll go through them because I haven't had a good look. There were some grab bags of trims and that, and I haven't looked in them yet, so that'll be fun. But firstly, I got a delivery the other day from my favourite lace person, who is Linda at Gems Papercraft on Facebook, so I'll link her below. Now, you would have seen in previous videos that I was making this snippet roll, and I said that I haven't really finished it and I'll add pieces as I find them. Well, I think I've found a couple more pieces to add, so I'll show you what I got from Linda. Usually she puts laces up and I go, no, got it, no, got it, no, got it, don't need any more, because I've bought a fair bit of her in the last year just to stock up. Because I have a lot of vintage laces that I've got from the secondhand store and cream and whites, but I didn't have many colourful, like real pretty ones and that, so I did a bit of a stock up over the last year. But then she had all these really interesting bits, and I like looking for the ones where you can cut out the little individual motifs, because then they go a long way. So let's see what I grabbed this time. I grabbed this beautiful one with these flowers. So I think even that's cream though, and I'm tending to go more white on this, although it wouldn't really matter. So that's beautiful. I think I've got a metre of that by the looks. So there's a lot I can cut out and use there. Then I've got this one that has your little love hearts. Again, so many to cut out and use, so I'll definitely put some of that on here somewhere. That will go really nicely. So it's going to be a bit of fun while I'm watching Netflix. I will sit out in the lounge and sew a few bits on. Then there's these beautiful little daisies, and these look vintage-like, which is really cool. That'd go all right on there. So find somewhere to stick a few of those. Don't mind me thinking while I'm looking. So it's awesome. And again, cut them out individually and you've got heaps. So, you know, it can be quite cheap if you just get little bits and pieces and utilise them like that. And then this beautiful blue one that's got these flowers as well. Some of that might even end up on here because we've got the blue on there. So they're just gorgeous laces. And then she had these individual flowers. So I grabbed some of those, and they're really pretty. So I might have to see if I've got a spot big enough. I could probably put one there. Even the yellow would go okay. Blue. So yes, that's given me a few more options to put on my snippet rolls now. So that's awesome. Thank you very much, Linda. I shall have another delivery coming probably next week now because I have no self-control. No, well, I get these, and then she puts up that she's de-stashing a whole lot of lace offcuts, and they're probably all laces that I already have, but having them already in little scrappy bits seemed to be really appealing to me, so I had to get one of those, yeah, a grab bag of lace bits and pieces to play with. Be good for more snippet rolls. So that's a lovely little pack there. So now let's have a look at what I got at the secondhand store. So I'll start with the paper goods. I've got this Fashion Patterns. This is a real different one. I haven't seen one like this before. I love the black and white. So I'm not sure what the pattern itself looks like. Oh, that's different. It's green. That's really interesting. So it looks like it's been cut out and used already, maybe. That's all right. I don't feel so bad about cutting it up more, but I love the green on that. So that will be fun to use. Then we've got the instructions. That looks nice and vintage. Beautiful. And that wasn't too badly priced. It was $1, so quite happy with that for something a little different than all the other patterns I've got. There's more pattern in there. Yep, won't pull it out and I won't put it back in. I think I'll leave it. Look, it's even got your, what do we used to call that on the stamps? Perforations. That's really cool. There were these bottles. And I thought, no, and then I thought they would be so cool on your baby themed little golden books as dangles. So little baby bottles. They were $1 for the pack, which isn't too unreasonable. Now, I'm meant to be showing the paper stuff. There was this, I think they're cards. So they're Christmas cards with the envelopes. Take them out of the packaging because the packaging's broken anyway. And these look really cool because they've got the window. Now hang on, is it? Oh yeah, it opens up that way. So you'd slide something down the top, I think. No, the side. Up. Oh, looks like it's open at the bottom. Slide portrait through top section of card. Well, that's what I would have thought. It doesn't seem open to me. I'm going to have to play around with them a bit, aren't I? Oh, there we go. That one's open. I reckon that one's made upside down. So that's cool. You can make some really neat ephemera by slipping something in there, or even a journaling spot in there. There were some gold sort of foil-like doilies that weren't in the best condition, but I thought, well, I can use them, break them up. They're really, really pretty ones. So I grabbed those. They look like they're all the same. And there was this big bag of, got page protectors, which I love. Oh, I didn't even know I had those in there. So we've got a whole heap of page protectors with some leaves and other bits of debris. Other than that, they look new. So that's really neat. I do use stacks of those for sorting my papers into and for sending off happy mail. So I always like to grab them if I see them. We've got some slips for cards or postcards, something like that. I'd go that way. So they're all the same. This one goes that way. Don't mind me, I had to have a smell. I tend to smell everything, make sure it smells all right. Quite old. I can use them though in a recipe journal, put recipe cards in, or to store ephemera, something like that. I'll just take that off because that is old, and a lot of the time the packaging in the second-hand shops is quite dirty, I find. And then there was stacks of paper, so it just looks like copy paper, which is great. So I might have to do a mass tea dyeing session with all of that, I think. And I think that's the same, just copy paper. So that's great. It's a whole lot that I can tea dye or use on my gel plate or whatever I like. So I'll just put them to the side. To the side means on the floor. All right, now there were some balls of trim. So we've got ladder trim here. Love this nice vintage sort of cream colour. So there's 3 balls of that. And then there was this green, which is really nice. So there were 5 balls of that. Beautiful colour. There was some eyelash trim. Really nice colour again. I tried to grab the ones that I don't think I've got my balls of already. Let's hope. And there was this bag that had this fabric in it. I loved it because I haven't got many browns. And it's something I really like, the brown colour. So it looks like it might have been, oh no, that, I don't know if it's been faded or it's meant to go like that. I love the pattern on this. Marchness fabrics, something like that. Beautiful pattern though, love it, and the colour. So I'm going to have fun with that. Yeah, fold that back up after. So now I think we're into the fun stuff, which is our bags of this and that. Oh, I did get another unpicker. I had one just like this actually, and I broke it recently, so I found that and thought, yep, I'm grabbing it. So start with this bag. This looks like little bits of fabric. Oh, this is lovely. It's like a velour. Oh, that's beautiful. I might just put that on my desk and pat it. It can be my new pet. That is really nice. This is interesting. I think it's felt. Yeah, thin felt. So that can go in with my other felts. I love these little bags. You don't know what's in them. It's another beautiful soft, like faux fur. Lovely colour. Bit of tartan. I like this for Christmas journals. Bit more of this sort of velour. It's sparkly too, which is lovely, different. Just put that back in there for the moment. Now, next we will do, which one will we do next? I might do this one. So it looks like a whole lot of ribbon offcuts, because I need more ribbon offcuts after the ones that Pam gave me not. But I thought I might as well add to the collection. So I've got this one. This looks just like a hem that's been cut off of a skirt or something, which is fine. I don't mind using things like this for journal ties. I just cut a little bit off to put on a tag or a tag topper. I like the colours in it. Purples and browns and greens. This looks something similar. The hem of something. It's quite boho colours in that. And this ribbon, that's lovely. The little daisies. Now we've got a whole pile of this blue satin ribbon. It's faded in some areas. That's nice though. So I will put that back in the bag. And we will do this one next. All these odds and ends. It's so exciting. Now, how do I open this one? So I've got a spool of this yellow, orangey yellow satin ribbon. Half a metre, they reckon, of red satin ribbon. Stretch, black stretch lace. It's nice and wide. That is plastic rubbish. I think it's the bit you pull off of the bag to stick it down. This looks like a hem as well, but it's really pretty. Don't know if you can see the glitter in it, the sparkly bits. That's really pretty for like a witchy themed journal or something like that. Really nice. Some of this trim. Some thick black, whatever you call it, material. It's a bit like your bias binding or something like that. Some is on glaze or whatever. Eyelet stuff. It's quite nice the way that's been dyed. It's quite patchy, which is nice. And vintage looking. There's a fair bit of that as well. So yeah, definitely some interesting bags. Oh, sorry, banging everything around. There's this one. Oh, there's a real thick rope in here. That'd be nice for a nautical theme, wouldn't it? Even on a scrapbooking page or something. I thought that was separate from that. Oh my goodness, what is it? It's different. I'm thinking, why is that stuck on there? Fair enough. It's furry stuff. I suppose I can cut that off if I don't want it on a certain project. There's a bit of it. Just looks weird. This green one, isn't this nice? That's beautiful. Keep that for the boho journal if I ever make one. And some more cord. Silver cord. Now I've got 3 more bags left here. I'll do this one next. Of course I had to get the ones that had purple. This again looks like it's been dyed. It's bluish and purple. Love the trim on it. That's really nice. I can see that on a cover. So there's a stack of that. Someone's been taking apart a lot of clothes. And this, great again for the boho embellishment. And this, some nice thick black lace. That is awesome. There's a stack of that as well. Alright, so we'll do this one. More purple. Why not? So this is like a woolly lace. It's a little bit stretchy. It's different. This looks like a sleeve part or a collar or something. Oh yeah, the top of a bodice. Isn't that nice though? Some more skirt material. Got 2 pieces of that. That's great. So it's so much easier when it's already cut up to cut it up further and not feel bad. So I'll be able to make a fair bit out of that. And then the last bag was this one. Gets you thinking what the person who did all of this, what they've been making with all their bits and pieces. Look at that gorgeous piece. Another piece for a cover. This still has the tag on it. So it's a bit stretchy. Some mesh. It's nice and shabby chic. Another little piece of that. Looks like a sleeve maybe. And then there's this. That's a beautiful piece of lace, isn't it? Wow, that was fun. There's some heaps different pieces in that lot to have a play around with. So I hope you enjoyed looking at all of that, guys. So I shall toddle off now, have a drink. I think it's about cuppa time. Then I must come back and try and get one of my challenges done. That would be good. So I will see you soon. Take care. Bye.